tes 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 tes. Tenang aja cok, ini ada lagi baru. Oke, ini jelas. Halo. Tes 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 tuh. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Mic-nya harus gua deketin dulu baru kedengeran, coy. Holy shit, eventnya habis. Lumayan juga ya, lancar juga ini bre, mantap.
You seem perturbed. Are you still gathering your thoughts?
Everything that's happened has all lined up so perfectly. It makes me think it's too good to be true.
I'd like to share a different perspective. Rivers eventually converge into the same ocean. If a goal is mutual, then it's only a matter of time before they meet.
Kecil banget suara gue ya.
Our
Kalau
choices and
ini
our
mic-nya
will
dekat.
have led us to this situation,
Mic-nya jauh.
not the wishes of fate.
You are quite different from what the rumors say.
Oh, and what rumors have you heard?
That you're a recluse, a mystic, obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor?
Harus gue deketin dulu
Those
baru
kinds of
kedengeran ini.
rumors.
A
Asyuk.
recluse? On the contrary, I've been searching for a solution to the Sentinel's plight, and rarely return to Renacita. After most of my leads fell short, a friend at Mingting in Huanglong introduced me to the stories they were telling of you.
A friend?
All the affairs of Huanglong's states eventually land in one person's hands. Would you care to take a guess at the identity of this friend of mine?
Why not put the other rumors to rest?
Because the rest of them are all true. I see it'll take more than that to rattle you, huh? I assure you, this is no jest. We Thessalians have lived under the Threnodians' whispers for generations. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. When the soul of the ruling head falters, Thessalia tradition dictates that the successor usher them into eternal slumber, with a poison of their own making. My succession ritual, well, an unforeseen incident gave rise to whispers that sparked those rumors.
How long has this been going on?
For centuries. Every generation. Outside, they call me the Bane. But historically, every head of the Thessalia family has carried such a title.
Ya udahlah.
It
gua
just so
nggak ngerti.
happens that
Gini aja
I
dulu
am
ya.
the most potent one yet. We've reached the old seminary's undercrypt. The gateway into the Sonora Sphere itself lies at its center. We shall continue on foot from here. Strange. This area was clear of tacit discords on my last visit. And there's no tacit field nearby. Could they have come from the Sonora Sphere itself? Engulfed by sea's venom. Call from the abyss.
Didn't think there would be Goldpuffs here.
Interesting. I've never seen such little creatures before. Would you mind sparing a few for me?
I'd better not ask what she plans to do with them.
The road ahead will not be an easy one.
What exactly happened here?
The second dark tide. It occurred right here at the Avenolium, the largest seminary ever built by the Order. It arrived on the very day the Blessed Maiden passed her trials and was crowned by the Order. A day when belief burned brighter than ever. And when the darkness came, none escaped. These days, what most people remember is the seminary disappearing into the sky. But in truth, the dark tide that should have spread across Renacita vanished along with it. Yet due to a lack of records, the second dark tide slowly faded from memory. I was there when it all happened, still an ordinary member of the family, watching it unfold from a boat just outside the seminary. It wasn't until later, when I attempted to resonate with Turvin, that I gained a partial glimpse of the Sonorosphere's interior.
It sounds like someone inside the seminary did something to stop the spread.
Precisely. It could very well have been Cartathia's doing, but, as with the first time, there's also the chance it was the Sentinel who turned the tide. I can sense the conflict within you, the temptation to trust your maiden. But it's best to keep those thoughts to yourself, for now. For the Threnodian knows where the heart is weakest. And it is there it strikes the hardest. Of course, it's never... The gateway into the Sonorisphere is just on the other side of this bridge. This is the furthest I've ever managed to venture. Judging from the bits of information the Sentinel gave me, Tavin is the key to entering the Sonorisphere. And who can wield the Sword of Divinity but a blessed maiden?
But you said you left yourself a message saying that the maiden was dead.
That's why I sought aid from the other Sentinels. It's a shame they all refused.
Tes.
Laureate,
Halo,
you have
halo.
come.
Halo. Tes.
Greetings. I'm Cantathine.
Cantarella Phasalia.
Segini cukup kah, manis?
Oh, a Phasalia. It seems your ties with the Order are more complicated than they appear.
Segini cukup kah, manis? Tes 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10.
I had the privilege of watching the blessed... I'm rather surprised. After all this time, you still... But you and I should be around.
I'm also unsure of what's happened to me. I've been searching. This must be the Sword of Divinity.
Aduh, gue kayaknya
Tavin,
setting mic dulu dah nanti
the
deh.
one with the Sentinel's power.
You shouldn't have knowledge of this
Suaranya
sword.
kecil banget.
Memories flowed into my mind just as you...
Cantarella
Harus
said
gua
those
deketin
who
kayak
have
gini nih
faith
baru
will
gede.
be granted glimpses of its knowledge.
Would you mind if I tried touching it?
Harus gua deketin kayak gini nih baru gede.
The question of whose resonator I am is now perfectly clear. If I am not the...
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. That doesn't prove you're the Threnodian's resonator, nor that you aid its cause.
Huh? This connection formed between the Sentinel and the Threnodian, the second Dark Tide.
Right now, you're the...
As you spoke, I remembered a few more things. There are two other swords. The Sword of Discord, Hogness, and the Sword of Virtue. Yes. Did you see them too? Placing the three swords on their respective pedestals should break the seal over the main tower. But why would this information be revealed to me now? Is this the Threnodians' doing?
If we do nothing, we'll never get any answers. Instead of speculating, we should use the clues we've gathered so far.
Lady Maiden.
Please. Cartathea would suffice. I am but a fake after all.
I've waited for this moment. This chance to save the Sentinel. And my family. I will not turn back, even if this does turn out to be a trap. If the thought of the final answer troubles you, then I suggest you step aside. Rosa and I will take care of this matter.
Mami satu ini sangat wow.
Since you are willing to overlook the possibilities of a trap, then there's no reason for me to worry and turn away. I underestimated your resolve. I'm sorry.
Anjir, Tante Rhea tinggi juga. Kok kata Sia pendek amat? Ini dia gedong ya?
Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind me, and this tower will elevate itself.
What you said to Cartathea back there.
Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind me, and this tower will elevate itself.
What you said to Cartathea.
Reizo kono nakani wana ni monai. Kayaknya suara gue double ya. The hell.
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to. It took me some time to get used to it too. I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground. Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite. Tacit discords, the dark tide, and these ruins themselves.
I imagine it's also a symbolic reminder that our beliefs have been turned on their head. This view matches with what I saw at the time.
Until you get used to the gravity here, I suggest we travel via phone.
Wow.
It's the name I gave to a gondola.
Oh iya, apa? Tirvin. Jam 10 aja. gondola dulu kita.
This gondola only has...
Oh dear. I completely forgot
Iya.
about this.
Aduh. How about I go with Katati first? How about I go with Abby first? Can we make room for one more?
Greed will get you punished, you know.
I'm afraid Foam would refuse that suggestion.
The two of you can go on ahead.
Oke. Sabrul dikit lah. Anjay, siap.
You look distracted.
Lord
Still thinking about what
Lord
Cantarella said about
bisa
fearing answers.
aja. Bro,
My powers are very
lihat
weak.
sini ada
And many
space loh.
tacit discords roam the Sonorosphere.
Ini bisa buat 4 orang
Thus,
loh,
I've been
Cok.
limited in the areas I can
The
explore.
fuck?
All I can do is sit here, lost in thought, trying to figure out who I am.
Are you afraid of knowing the answer?
I am afraid. We'll be arriving at the first water rise soon. A few details, if you don't mind.
Feeling nervous?
Of course. The last time I tried to pass it like this...
Oh my god.
Where were my manners? I can assure you that won't happen again. As for the rest of the way, I see it clearly now.
I see clearly now.
Gokil.
Vines, over there. And that statue.
Statue.
I can feel strong remnant energy coming from it.
The Order's remnant spark must be inside the statue. Legends speak of how the first Primus used it to purify the first Dark Tide. I see now. The lingering remnants of the Dark Tide must be trapping the spark. To release it, we'll need to clear away the remaining remnants binding it. Once we have the remnant spark, we can use it to burn through the vines.
If the Thenodian created the Dark Tide, maybe Abby can absorb it.
Abby is still unwell. Perhaps we shouldn't burden it further. More Dark Tide remnants. Good thing there isn't much. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Leave it.
Don't worry. This much I can still handle.
Ah, nggak bisa dipakai anjir. Penasaran gue padahal. Coba apa yang bisa sih ya. Nggak bisa bro. Oke. Boom.
The vines are remnants of the dark tide. Foam won't be...
Oh ini mapnya cok. Wadidaw.
to cross through them. Let's disembark here and find a way to clear the path. This calibrator seems to be operational. One moment. That should do it. Why don't you give it a...
Oh wow, it's normal. Inverted. Coba inverted deh. Terbalik ya.
It's turning.
What the?
Rotate the
Pusing
gravity
kepala gua, Cok.
calibrator to change the direction of the gravity's pull. If we use this, we should be able to reach areas we previously couldn't.
Aduh, Mars. Kayak rover doang, Cok.
Break.
Anjing.
Hopefully this helps. Moment of resonance. No hesitation. Strike.
Sakit juga.
Hurry. We need to purify the other statues before the Dark Tide's corruption returns.
Kece, bro.
Sounds like Foam's getting impatient.
Kayak ada yang aneh.
Did you feel any discomfort while we were clearing out the remnants?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I felt fine. I suppose this alone is not enough to determine whose resonator I am.
Yeah, you've helped a lot. That for now. Another water rise is coming up. Are you planning to hold on to something?
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
By the way, you said the inverted gravity is to stop the dark tide from descending into the city.
Lah ini nggak bisa.
But all we've seen so far are just its remnants.
And that's because this very waterway we're sailing on used to be the dark tide itself. In these waters, gravity isn't the only thing that's inverted. Its very
Goblok
essence
banget,
is
Cok.
too.
Ada ini kemana anjing? Salah, Cok. Ada pusing. Gimana ini anjir? Ampun kakak. Kau tak perlu berbohong, kau masih menginginkannya. Ku rela kau dengannya, asalkan kau bahagia.
Obstacles ahead. Let's get off here. There it is, up there. But judging by the distance, we'd be hard-pressed to make it back in time.
Can you use your ability from somewhere in between to clear them all at once?
I might not have that range. But there may be tacitite devices nearby that can help amplify my forte. Let's see if we can find one. That's it. A tacitite device.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Ha!
Ini apa anjir? Aduh, tadi apa? Ah, ini guys.
Strike from the shadows. Hopefully this helps. The hour is upon us.
This should do the trick.
No hesitation. Moment of resonance.
Bam.
Hopefully this helps. I sense your weakness.
Oh, gila.
You okay?
Just catching my breath. You go get the remnant spark. Up ahead is the Tower of Salvation. That's where the first pedestal is located.
Tower of Salvation.
Yes, a name taken from the Order's Codex.
I.
I'd rather know I'm a villain than remain a wanderer, lost in a world without understanding. To live with no memory of the past. Would it be so different from choosing to end it all? I must find the answer. Only then will I know how to face the memories I still carry. As for you, if I really am...
Nggak bisa keluar si anjing.
I can take care of myself.
I should go back for Cantarella. Will you wait here for us?
Of course.
I hope you won't mind the extra trip, Foe.
I saw signs of battle along the way. Is anyone injured? You're not hiding anything from me, are you?
Your smile is rather concerning.
Oh, I insist. Here, take this.
Ampun kakak. Aduh udah pegel cok gue. Lagi deh udahan deh gue.
There's no knowing what will happen once Turvin is placed on the pedestal. It's best we prepare ourselves.
longer shall you bear these thorns as a reminder. Forged from primordial seas, this crown shall grant a new identity.
There's no knowing what will happen. Gua nyesel beli controller yang satu ini. Umur belum panjang tapi udah ngedrift. Akhirnya gue memutuskan
Fleur-de-lis.
I will.
Salvation. Unity.
I choose salvation. I wish to be the Master's blade, striking evil.
In the name of divinity, I bestow upon you this crown. May the blood of through this sake from this none but
Gua skip lah. Masih banget. Goyang semua. Siapa nih yang nonton? Anjir, yang nge-like 2 siapa nih yang nonton, coy? Boleh komen dong, boleh komen.
I told ya to stop sticking random stuff in here. Do you have any idea how messed up and humongous that frequency was? It's gonna give me indigestion! I should ask you that. What did you do just now, huh? I was dozing when BAM! It almost squished me.
I'm guessing putting Turvin on the pedestal had something to do with it?
Oh, hey! It smells just as unnatural as that big
The Sentinel of Jinjo. If what our little echo friend says is true, then the frequency that entered your tacit mark could be Imperator's powers.
Huh? But the Sentinel isn't even here.
The power to split and manipulate.
It is reminiscent of the moment of Turvin's.
Why would it do that?
I believe it was meant for the true under the right circumstance. The Sentinel entrusted their power to the Resonator so that she could lend assistance when the corruption of the Threnodian altered them. Quite logical, isn't it?
You don't seem too thrilled about it.
If Imperator set this in motion, then their original plan has already failed. Cardathea, that means your guidance holds the key now.
But
I believe in you.
Anjay. I believe in you.
Is there anything else you remember?
I just remembered the day I was crowned by the... Huh?
But I didn't see the dark tide.
That is all I can remember.
Is that what you saw?
You witnessed it as well, Cantarella.
No. I only saw fragmented, blurry images. They seemed to belong to other places within the sonorosphere. I believe this is where we should rest. We'll wait. You're the one who needs rest most of... After all, it's still only a possibility that the frequency you absorb...
Huh? What
attack as well. You mean besides being squashed behind that... Listen, it's not a single frequency. It's like it's mixed up with something else. Or kinda like, which is why it's so hard to get a good bite. To see if it was a threat. I can now say with certainty that it isn't. But since it's a crumbly mess, other than taking up space...
We might encounter something similar at the next two pedestals. Keep an eye on this for me, will you?
Will
Yes.
do. You can count on me.
Will
100%.
do. You can count on me 100%. Will do. Anjing kayak boti.
I thought I'd slip away quietly and avoid any fuss. But now, here I am dealing with all of you.
Oops.
Since you're all here, how about a morning stroll?
Lama banget ya ini. Oh.
Try not to blink. They're a lot feistier than before.
Need help?
Surge of deep tides. Hey, riptides, claim you. Well, this is where our...
You're here for the Sentinel.
What I saw yesterday caught my... And besides,
Jadi ini
I'd
berdua
rather
daripada
not spend the
sedikit ya.
day twiddling my thumbs, seeing as your gondola only holds two.
Are you sure you want to go alone?
Such concern for me. I do hope to see the fruits of your labor when I return. Mind if I take Turvo?
Go ahead. It's no use now that it's out of the pedestal. Its energy...
It may still come in handy.
I'll add you in my terminal. Call me if you need help.
I just might ring you up once things are settled.
Oh. Nggak bisa keluar lagi.
If only I could still fight.
Everyone's doing their part. Don't worry. Nobody's perfect. The waterway up ahead is completely blocked.
That garden once housed dragon echoes. Now there's nothing left but tacit discords.
Ay, si Balke.
Ha!
Harkness should be here somewhere. This is where the acolytes used to be tested. Perhaps that Steely over there has instructions on what to do.
You don't remember from your exams?
As the Blessed Maiden, I was exempt. Sounds like they're talking about one of the three major belief systems, the faith of unity. Maybe we could find a way to move them.
Let's give it a try. There's no point in fighting Hogness if we can't. At that distance, we should take a wing ray.
Wow.
I'll have to guide it.
Hold on tight. Don't go falling off. Wind, guide me.
That one. There's a gravity calibrator up ahead. Let's put it to good.
The hill platform of the statue of divine justice very strong. Before proceeding, adjust your gravity to be perpendicular to the. Jadi harus gimana, bro?
Cardathea, grab on tight.
Oh.
That's our goal, right there. But how?
Help me guide the wing ray to the top of the statue.
Of course. But what do you have?
Casting a flying attack of will cause the statue of divine justice. We're going to move. Bener kah?
Is this really okay?
Well, saves us the trouble of finding some trigger mechanism.
Wih, Eko baru nih bos.
Leave it to these the so-called dragons?
Is that a problem?
Bam.
Yeah, the last one was bigger.
Aduh, ini kemana
Which
nih, Kak?
last one?
Ganem. Ever heard of it?
I used to
Hello.
ride it.
Aduh, malah ke situ Bambang.
It's hooked. There's a gravity. The remnant spark should be.
Sini, Bray. Sini dulu, Bray.
An unexpected discovery. You can let go now. How you feeling?
So soft. So cuddly. I mean, I'm fine.
Waduh, telat nih kayaknya.
Wind, guide me.
Oh enggak.
Cherish every gain.
Yo guys, sampai sini dulu aja ya stream gua. Karena ini cuman tes doang, gua udah main sejam doang, jadi yep. Bye bye.